Okay, so now we are to the unveiling.
Right. So last week when you got in touch with me and said you wanted to come, I composed a few small pieces that have been just kind of anxiously waiting.
Waiting for the unveiling.
So we'll see what else
See
we
what's
have.
what? Like Christmas.
Right. It is.
Oh,
nice,
very
nice
pretty.
ginkgo leaf there.
Ginkgo leaves too. Just that's a pay for it.
Yeah. So they do a nice. See a little bit of the vein detail there. And this, on this one, after I primed it, I added just ammonia to it, and so that's where
I
that
love how it
blue-
does that little here and
the
there.
little, the little pooling. And it's also nice if you look at it
Perfect.
side by side, you can kind of see the mirror image. So one of my new ways of working beyond working with leaves is to sort of going back to my copper pipe. I have a lot of different kind of fittings. I started doing this as a way of recycling pieces that didn't turn out. And so I sort of use the base of whatever might be in the image as my sort of like an underpainting in the painting process. And then we'll just sort of do an arrangement with pipe on top. And then add some chemicals to it.
Well, it's a fun landscape just
It
in and
is
of itself. It really is.
So now we can just take these off.
All right. There we go.
So that's what this piece is looking like.
Do we want to rinse this off and then see what it looks like afterwards?
Sure. So we just took this piece out to the sink and rinsed it off. So the difference in the color, I can actually show you this piece, which has a lot of the same colors. If you look at the dry piece before it's finished, it's very powdery, and actually you can blow some of it away. And then this is going to be more like what it'll look like when I varnish it. Mixed, we have about 45 minutes before it's completely set to get all of the bubbles out. So when you first pour it on, it looks very cloudy. And you can take this is just a pink mixing paddle, and so anything that doesn't have the epoxy on it, this is just going to make sure everything's covered. And you can see that there are just thousands of bubbles. It's really cloudy looking. And so it's got a heat gun, and I'll put that on top, and that just, what that does is it degasses it. So it takes, it's going to blow all of the air bubbles out. So it needs to sit for about 6 to 12 hours before you move it. And then it takes it about 72 hours to cure, and that seals all the way around, and it gives it just a nice, very shiny finish.
So gone through all the processes,
Right.
and now we have the new babies that you're working
That
on.
I'm working on.
The totems. I just love the concept. I love the idea.
So these kind of came about when I realized just how many pieces of samples and test pieces that I had, and just like with all your babies, you love them all. So I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could do something that I could sort of take different pieces and parts and put them together. So I have a couple here that are finished, and then I have some over here that I'm still kind of composing. So I'll take different blocks of wood and different pieces and decide, does this need a little more color in here? Wonder how that would look. And so I try to arrange them how I want them. And I also like to think about them in context with another piece, because while these are good as single items, they also do make a nice collage.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've discovered is that people really enjoy being part of the art process. And so if I've got something like this, a client can come in and decide which pieces work best with their house. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can just say, this needs a little more contrast there. Wonder how this one would look over here. Oh, that's nice because it picks up the brightness there.
Well, I could see this because, like, using these because they're similar to tied in for
Right.
3 pieces to go to the
to go
to go together.
Right.
Well, these are just wonderful. They really are. I love this new thought. And you're right. You want to take care of the babies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a good way to
And
use
reuse them.
all of the little pieces.
Pieces and parts.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you, Vaughn. We want to thank you for
Well,
allowing
thank you for
us
coming
into the
out.
studio.
This was so much
Yeah,
fun.
this was fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
yes, indeed.
Great. Well,
I
thank
love
you.
all of this and everybody sharing with me what they do and how
Yeah.
they do it, and then just educating the public because everybody wants to know. I can't tell you how
Right.
many people have asked me at Crossroads,
How,
how's this done?
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
I got an idea, but I don't know exactly.
Right.
So thank
So
you
now
for
you
sharing
know.
that. Now
Now
we
you
all
know.
know.